Hi everyone, this is Daniel. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can record videos via PowerPoint. So PowerPoint is actually quite good at putting videos together and recording the slides you've created. So for a lot of the learning videos, I imagine people will have created a PowerPoint slide of some length covering a certain topic. So rather than recording the PowerPoint itself using Zoom, we can actually record PowerPoint using PowerPoint. So the way you do this is from the home page, you go to slideshow and then you have the record slideshow option. So I'm going to click on this and go through how it works. So from here, you can see the page you're set in. Up here, we have the record button and then the replay button and any notes that you've made up here. So you can put your script in there and read from that and it won't come up in the video. So I'm going to use the BSB WHS 201 training PowerPoint as an example of how you can run your own. So the first thing you're going to want to do is press record. So from this point, my voice will start recording on PowerPoint. This is very useful if you want to do a quick overview of a certain slide or just discuss what's on the page at the moment. You can also use the pen to draw around and do weird little captions or circle different things you want on the PowerPoint. And when you export PowerPoint, they will draw in real time in joint with your voice. I'm just going to get rid of these. What is also useful is when you press the next slide, we can see here I've been recording for 40 seconds. If I press the next slide, it will remember that point and put a transition in from slide 1 to slide 2 when I press that arrow. So from there, we can see it's restarting at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds. So what that means is I can very accurately time when I want to transition the slides. So say I made a mistake in what I was talking about and I wanted to quickly go back and correct that or re-record the audio. Rather than restarting the entire 10-20 minute lesson, I can go back and click on the record button again. So currently we can see there's 30 seconds of audio recorded. But if I click on record, that resets down to 1 second. So essentially it gets rid of the old audio and I can start from anew. So I'm going to stop the recording now and then go to the next slide. But how does this look from the perspective of the PowerPoint? So if you press escape and then you go back to the slideshow button, I'll demonstrate how it appears on the video. And bear in mind, I'm not pressing any button. That resets down to 1 second. So essentially it gets rid of the old audio and I can start from anew. So I'm going to stop the recording now. So for example, we've got a video. So that slide transition happened automatically because I recorded it in the record slideshow button. And the audio played automatically, again, because I'd done the same thing. Another useful thing you can do when recording your learning videos through PowerPoint is embed a YouTube or other video into the PowerPoint so it's included when you export it as your own learning video. So to do this, you actually need to download the YouTube video. So I'm going to go to my browser page and bring up the video I want. So this is a Thank God You're Here workplace safety video. I thought would be cool to put in as a sort of comic relief activity. So to download this video, you want to click on the URL and then in front of the YouTube button, type the letters I and O, then press enter. What this will do is it will create a download link for you to download the video onto your computer. So I'm going to click the download link now. This will come up with a new page. Go to the three dots in the right-hand corner of the video and click on download. So we can see this has been downloaded to my downloads folder. So I'm going to rename this to safety video and then press enter. I'm going to Control C to copy it and then paste it onto my desktop so I know where it is. Going back to my video, I'm going to find the insert button up the top and then look for the video button. We want to do video on my PC. It's worth noting here, for normal PowerPoints, you can actually just use that URL to embed the video. But if you want to export the video as your own separate video to upload to YouTube, it won't actually work if you use the online video. So I'm going to click on video on my PC. I'm going to go down to desktop, look for the safety video, double click on that, and then it's going to import it into the PowerPoint. So I'm going to get rid of this. So this is an online, this is a video I imported using online video. That won't work if you want to create your own learning video. So let's adjust this and change it so it takes up the entire screen. Then I'm going to go back to the slideshow button, record slideshow, click on the record button, play the video when I'm ready.
Hi, thank God you're here.
So you can see that plays seamlessly, and when I'm finished the slide, just press the next button. But what if you're wanting to, say for example, go through training.gov or Accelerate and show students how to do something on there? So what PowerPoint does is it has a screen recording function. So if we go to Insert, then we go all the way to Screen Recording, we can click on that. So from here you can see the size of the page you got selected. So I'm just going to change select area, and I'm going to select my entire screen. So we can see my entire screen is selected here, and if I click on record, so you can now see the screen is recording. So if I go back to my browser, I can go to training.gov, and then I can go through and show everyone, okay, this is SIT 203-16, Certificate 2 in Hospitality. This is all the things you need to know. Here is qualification description, packaging rules, etc., etc. So what this does is it's essentially recording your own video within the PowerPoint. So once I've gone through and I'm happy with what I've done there, I can go up to the top of the screen, press the stop button, and it literally embeds the video. It literally creates that video and then puts it in the PowerPoint, so it's ready to record. So I'm just going to move this to a separate slide. So when I go back, and you want to keep going back to the slideshow button, so record slideshow. So this is what brings it all together. So I'm going to click on record slideshow, click on record. So you can now see the screen is recording. So if I go back to my browser, I can go to training.gov, and then I can go through and show everyone, okay, this is SIT 203-16, Certificate 2 in Hospitality. So we can see that looks very professional in the browser, in the PowerPoint. And then once I finish that, I can simply press the next button. So you can, and you can see it just transitions to the next slide. So this is all well and good, but what is this actually going to look like when we export the PowerPoint as a video? So I'm going to go do that now. It's a very simple process, and when you do it, if you've done all the timings and all the recordings correctly, even though it looks like a PowerPoint, it will export as a video. So if you go to File, Share, File, Export, and then create a video. And then you want to make sure you use recorded timings and narrations. If you don't do that, it will just do an automatic 5 seconds on each slide. So I'm going to make sure it's full HD, and then I'm going to create the video. and I will save this to my desktop. Continue without media if that comes up, and then when this is finished I will come back to you and show you what it looks like. So I've finished exporting the video, so I'm just going to go to my desktop and open it from there. Turn the volume down. We can see it's at the first PowerPoint slide. This is very useful if you want to do a quick overview of certain. So what I was saying in the PowerPoint originally is playing. If we wait a little longer, we can see the pen I had drawn on the screen is coming up. So we can then see the transition was made when I press the next slide. Again, this has all been automatically done when I exported the PowerPoint. I'm going to go forward. We can see the PowerPoint is playing the video I embedded in. So you can go forward a little bit in the video. So I've got to make sure my timings of the slides are correct. Looks like they're a bit off here. So we can see the recording I made. So this was the original recording I made in the PowerPoint when I was using PowerPoint to actually record the screen. Then we can go through here, and because the other slides I didn't put a certain timing on them, they've just diverted to the 5-second automatic time. So as you can see, it's fairly straightforward to create a video using PowerPoint, and there's a lot of very useful tools you can use. You just got to make sure you get those timings correct when you export the video, and it'll all work out nicely. If you get any questions with this, feel free to call me. I'll probably do a Zoom questionnaire for people who want to find out more about how to use it, just because it's a bit more straightforward and a bit more easy to use than recording with Zoom, and it sort of allows you to edit your own videos without going too much in depth. Anyway, thanks for your time everyone, and I'll speak to you later.